Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought we could do a chatty get ready with me, kind of catch up, talk about some things like cannot believe holiday season is pretty much here. I wanted to chat with y'all about Love is Blind and just some random like catch up chit chat while I get ready and share some current beauty products that I'm loving. I know the Sephora sale is right around the corner, maybe even starting this week. So if you're looking for recommendations, these are my go-to products in my beauty routine. So I am filming this on Halloween and I am sort of in disbelief that October is over. Like, it's my favorite month and I feel like it just flew by, and I'm already starting to see holiday decorations and things popping in and like the Christmas lights getting installed. They're not turned on yet, but I'm just like, wow, I cannot believe the holiday season is here. This year just flew by and I'm almost bittersweet about it because I'm like, wait, I want to like really enjoy the fall season. So I'm not sure when I'll decorate for Christmas just yet. Let me know when you decorate. I know some people, like as soon as November 1st comes around, they are getting the trees up, but I just don't think I'm ready to let go of fall. But at the same time, I also feel like sometimes I feel like I don't decorate early enough to where the decorations for Christmas feel like they're long enough either. I don't know. It's like a catch-22. Although I will say, I feel like we got lucky with the Georgia weather this year. It actually has not rained once this month. And I feel like the leaves are normally all down by now because of some storm knocking them down. But since we haven't had any rain, we've had a longer, more colorful season, which has been nice. So the morning walks have been just what I look forward to all year now that it's a little bit cooler, although I will say this week is randomly very humid. And like, I think today's actually Halloween, is 78, which is not normal. Normally I feel like every year Halloween is freezing, which I'm actually not complaining about because at least we'll be pretty comfortable walking around for trick-or-treating tonight. So speaking of holiday season, I know some of you are probably already starting your holiday shopping. I have already started holiday shopping for Josie. I got her some Christmas gifts like back in July, which is kind of nice to knock things out. But if you are shopping for some holiday gift ideas, I just launched a new page on my website. My blog is strawberrychicblog.com, and it's basically a go-to holiday hub. I have some holiday dressing ideas, I have gift guides for all different people, and I will be sharing blog posts obviously throughout the season and fun things like that. So I'll link that page down below. It is brand new, so there might be a little like tweak here and there as far as formatting goes, but yeah, that page is live and I'm really excited about it. This morning I actually watched the London vlog. I'm sorry it's taken a few months to get that up, but that should be up this week, and it was actually really fun to relive it since it has been a couple months since that trip. We went in August and it was just the most fun little girly trip. I went with a girlfriend, and so we got to do all of the girly things, lots of shopping, ate at all the cute places, and of course had the best time at the concert. So that should be up this week as a little bonus video. I'm trying to get on a new upload schedule over here. I'm kind of bringing it back to the basics, like my old style of filming, just because it's easier and I feel like I like chatting through the outfits a little bit more, and I just really want to focus on more styling guides versus like just try on hauls, although I will be obviously incorporating those as well. But I just want to be like a helpful resource on top of sharing current things that you guys can shop. So if you have anything that you're struggling with in your wardrobe, or if anything you'd like to see as far as how to style something, always feel free to leave me the feedback in the comments, and I am happy to add it to like my content plans. I'm not gonna lie, I have felt a little lost on my channel, except like around Nordstrom sale, because I feel like that's just like my whole identity on my channel, and that's like when I'm most excited about YouTube. But every other time of the year I just felt like I've been in a big kind of rut, honestly, ever since I got pregnant. So it's been like a couple of years So I feel like I am still trying to figure out like what makes sense and what like makes me happy to share, so it feels less like a job and almost just like we're hanging out with some girlfriends type of thing. And I feel like I've kind of lost that a little bit, so trying to kind of revamp things over here, if you couldn't tell. Oh, I don't know why that also reminds me, as far as like this tutorial, honestly, not a ton changes in my routine. Overall, I keep things, at least I feel, very light and natural. I've actually seen a lot of tutorials and things popping up lately on like contrast makeup and doing your makeup based on your contrast level. So there's high, medium, and low contrast. And I think it makes total sense. I haven't even, like, there's filters on TikTok that you can try. I honestly haven't even bothered because I just know I'm already low contrast. Like, I don't need a filter to tell me that. And I think that totally makes me realize why I've always preferred very light and natural makeup on myself. Anytime I get my makeup done, they obviously do it a lot. There's something in my eyeball, like hair or something. Hold on. Okay. But anytime I get my makeup professionally done, they do it a lot heavier and tends to be like a heavier eye, and I just have never loved it on myself. And I think that's why. It's just almost too contrasted for my features. So if you have lower contrast like myself, this would be a really great routine for you. It's really all about keeping things soft and blended and not high contrast, so not like blacks and heavy eyeshadow or contrasted lip color. I do still love a contour though, so I added that in. And if you are fair like I am, I have been really loving this Westman Atelier bronzer. It's in the shade Biscuit and it has no orangey undertones to it. It almost is like a cooler tone brown. And I feel like it looks really great on fair skin tones if you are looking for a recommendation. I'm actually going to keep that out and use it in my crease a little bit while it's out. I hear Josie. I don't know if y'all can hear her. Grandma's over here playing with her today. So last night I watched the Love is Blind, I think it's season 7 reunion. Oh my gosh, I haven't even blended out my nose contour. That would have been really cute. But I watched the reunion. I don't know, what did y'all think about this season in general? I feel like the season has kind of been dragged a little bit, and I totally get why. I do think that they, like, nothing will beat the first season of Love is Blind. It came out during 2020, and obviously no one knew what to expect, so I feel like it was just so much more genuine, and that's why people really loved the series. And now it's all about, like, people are obviously hyper aware that they're on TV, so it just doesn't seem as real and authentic. And I do feel like people going on the show aren't necessarily really trying to get married and make it work. That's just how it seemed, especially this season more than ever. And I mean, only two, I don't know, I could be wrong, but only 2 couples made it to the actual wedding, which I also feel like is so lame, because couples break up before the wedding because they don't want to do it in front of their friends and family. But I feel like that's the whole point, right? Like, so I feel like they almost need to make the, I mean, I guess they can't really make the couple stay together, but I think the decision should be made at the altar. Maybe that's an unpopular opinion, but I just think it's lame that the couples all kind of broke up before the wedding even happened, which I guess does save them money in the long run. So that's probably why they're not super against that, because they're not putting on like all of these, because I'm sure the weddings aren't cheap to put on. So I don't know, I can see going both ways. And the couples this year were just honestly a hot mess, and Hannah needs some therapy to work on her complex. I don't know, they were ganging up on Nick. That whole situation, I'm just like, girl, like, she doubled down on the fact that she's just direct, and I'm like, you can still apologize for how mean you were. I don't know. she's not my favorite, and I don't think it was a bad edit. Like, I think she's just a bad person, to be honest. I don't know. That could be a little cruel. I feel mean saying that. So I obviously don't know her. So these are just the perception on the TV show. But if she's like that on TV, knowing she's being filmed, like, I can't imagine what she's actually like in real life, right? Because you know that people know they're being filmed. And you're still going to be like that rude. I just can't imagine how she is behind the scenes. I don't know. And the whole like argument, she was just trying to find something to make Nick look like a bad person. And the one thing that she kind of had on him was the diary entry of him saying he wanted to be the most famous person on Love is Blind. I don't honestly see anything wrong with that, especially when he explained that he wrote that as a goal like 90 days before, and he didn't even know he was going to be on the show. So I could see him being like going into it with that thought process ahead of time. I mean, obviously it's not the best, like, but it's nothing compared to what she said to him the whole season, you know. And she was also fixated on the fact that he wasn't attracted to her, which, I mean, who knows what he said, but at the same time, like, a lot of people have said that, and I feel like she even picked on how he looked to his face the whole time, and he never said anything to her. He might have, like, vented to his guy friends and what he thought was secret. Like, I feel like that's almost a better way to go than just hounding someone on their looks in person like she did. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts on the season if you did watch it. I don't always do this step, by the way, but I'm just talking and brought this out. But this is something I like to do when I really want my cheekbones to pop. I'll use a lighter concealer underneath the contour to kind of brighten up this area of the face a little bit, almost like a highlighter in a way. And then I'll bake on top of it. So it really makes the cheekbones pop. This probably isn't like, if I was following the direct roadmap of low contrast makeup, this would be enhancing the contour a little bit, but I still like to accentuate my cheekbones, so I still do that step. So that's just what I finished up. I need to figure out what I'm gonna watch next. I know a lot of people are obsessed with Tell Me Lies, I think, so I might start that. I started Selling Sunset, and honestly, I was over it. Like, I don't know, I didn't even finish the series. I was just bored with it, and I normally really like it, but I just feel like, again, it lost its authenticness to me. And then I also started Emily in Paris, but I don't know, for whatever reason, that hasn't really even kept my attention either. So I need to kind of go back to that. I did love The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, again, because I feel like it was just so genuine. I feel like first seasons of reality shows are always the best because they're just more genuine on there. So who knows how the second season will go. But those are some things that I have watched recently. Let me know if there is anything good I should check out next. Oh my god, this always throws me off. So this is only my second time using this product because I'm actually out of my brow pencil. I do always stock up on it during the Sephora sale. It's from Sephora, so it's 30% off no matter your like tier there. So it ends up being like cheaper than drugstore. So I usually get 3 or 4 every sale, and I just ran out. So I'm using this product, and I actually really liked how it looked yesterday. But for whatever reason, I always open it on the small side, and it like throws me off with the brush being on the longer side. I don't know. But this is a tinted brow gel, but what I love about it is how teeny tiny the little brow pencil is. And so it doesn't get all over my face like a lot of brow tints do typically. So I don't know, I might stick with this because I really like how it looks. It gives that fluffy brow look without it being like too much. I'm just not personally into the laminated brow look. I know it's super trendy right now, like the big fluffy brows. But I don't know. Actually, I've never even tried laminated brows on me, but I just don't think that I want that for me. But I feel like this kind of gives the look, but still keeps it very natural. Oh, I don't know. I feel like I probably am talking your ear off about the pantry, but we are officially done with the pantry renovation, and I have shot it with my photographer. It's all styled, and I did film a little tour of it. So I'm really excited to kind of bring a little bit more home content on here and share that entire project. I filmed clips like during it. I do need to film a little bit more as, oh, there's Josie outside. I need to film a little bit more detail when it comes to the video, because I kind of just did a tour and I want to share how I came up with that design and just all of the things. So that will be up hopefully in the next 2 weeks. If you love home content, I've just been on a big home kick lately, like really this past week. But when I get in a home kick, just watch out. Like the tape measure is on the desk. I know Tim's like, oh gosh, what's gonna be next type of thing. You just never know. But I've been really enjoying this channel. I've talked about it before on YouTube called Homeworthy, and they just do these home tours, and usually they are all very, like a lot of them are professionally decorated. A lot of interior designers go on there, but it's still really cool because I think what I have learned watching all of their videos is what really makes a home special is the stories around things that they put in their home, you know, like finding things on trips or antiques that have been passed down, or really fun antique finds and like you found them with your mom or whatever it is. Like really adding in those meaningful pieces are what I kind of want to focus on moving forward in the home. And I also feel like obviously we've only lived in this house for not even 2 years. We moved in, I'm brushing my eyelashes, by the way, if you're wondering what the heck I'm doing. I recently got lash extensions, kind of impulsively to be honest, but I have been loving them because it's just way easier to get ready. So I'm just combing them out casually. Oh, but I do feel like my house needs more layers and complexity to it. Like it is very minimal, which I actually really like because it's just very clean. But all of the homes on there have so much, like so many little things to look at and different textures and a lot more on the walls. And so I need to find like a happy balance of that, I think. But I am so excited to show you all the pantry. You probably have seen sneak peeks if you follow me on Instagram. I do have a pantry highlight where I kind of went through the before and after, but I haven't shared like an official full decorated reveal. And I love how the wallpaper turned out. There's just so much goodness in that video. So I'm excited to put that together for y'all very soon. This eye always struggles, by the way, because I sleep on my left side. So she actually puts a little bit more on this side because it's always ends up being a little bit thinner than the right side. Anywho, that makes me basically almost done with my eyes, which is nice. I did that contour on there, and then I'm just gonna go in with a nude, like matte skin tone kind of color and pop that on the brow bone real quick, and then I'll do my little favorite eye trick, although I'm actually gonna add a little bit more shading. Let's get a little fancy today. Nothing crazy. But I love this Tarte palette. It's the Tarte in Bloom. I feel like it has really good neutrals. And I'm just gonna find a little fluffy brush to kind of go over top of that contour. I'm just taking the shades Marty Pants. Has a little more depth to it. Maybe a lot more depth, I don't know. Also, Tim got me this, so October, like I said, is my favorite month. So let's recap October together. It was very busy. So my brother got married. He's in the military, moved down to Florida. He got married at my aunt's house. They just built this beautiful house on the bay in Destin, like right near Crab Island. And it was so sweet. It was like the sweetest backyard wedding. My aunts all helped with the decor. Another aunt did the florals. She actually did the florals for my wedding. My cousin did the photography, and then I did the bride's hair and makeup. And it was just, again, so sweet how family oriented and just like that intimate backyard wedding can feel. So I did that earlier in October. For that trip, we actually got to work with Mazda. We have been car shopping, not like seriously, like we haven't even been to a dealership, but I have had working relationships with like Toyota and Lexus. So I went on a trip with them earlier this year and got to try out some of the vehicles that we were interested in. We're looking at the Grand Highlander and the Lexus TX. So we're kind of looking for a mid-size family vehicle. I don't think I want to go with like the huge Suburban or Tahoe or Expedition, or honestly, I don't know a lot about cars. But I just think that might feel a little too big and I don't want to pay the gas and all of that. But I do know it's nice, obviously, to be able to like fit everything you need. But I don't know. I don't want to deal with parking and I don't want to deal with like squeezing it into the garage. So I think more of a mid-size is what we're looking at. But we got to test out the Mazda. It was like a CX-70, which is a car that Tim was interested in. He has a Mazda. I'm more familiar with Toyota because my dad worked at Toyota and that's all that we had growing up. And that's like what I learned to drive on. And I currently have a Honda CR-V, which just feels too crammed for us at this point. I had no idea when I became a mom that I was not ever going to pretty much ride in the passenger seat again. Josie always wants me to ride back there with her. And the back seat of the car is just not that comfortable. There's not a lot of leg space. There's just not a lot of room. So when we do go on road trips, it's hard to fit all of our luggage because I'm not gonna lie, I am an overpacker. So I pretty much always use like a big check-in bag anytime I travel, even if it's for 2 nights. Like that's just what I'm bringing. I feel like, where am I at with this routine? But anyway, so we tried the CX-70 and I was very impressed with like the back seat, especially, and all of the luxury features that it had, comparing it price point wise. I was pretty impressed with that. A couple things we didn't love. It doesn't have the air vents on the second row, which is something that I would like to have because in a car seat with little ones, I think that's just more comfortable. And the lane assist we did not like. It was very sway, like it overcorrected, and I get very car sick. So I was like, Tim, like, what are you doing up there? And he was like, it's the lane assist, it's not me. So we had to turn that off, which isn't a big deal, but wasn't a fan of that. But otherwise, I thought it was a great vehicle, very comfortable seats, tons of trunk space. So who knows what we'll end up deciding on and when we'll actually decide on. I get FOMO as is when it comes to shopping. When I share a try-on haul with y'all, like I just ordered from Target, and I have to go through every page because I feel like the page that I stop on, there's gonna be like the cutest things on the next page, and I just have to make sure I get all of the cute things, you know? So I just have FOMO when it comes to any sort of purchase decision, and especially when it comes to the price of a car. Like, I'm gonna have to be very sure, you know? So who knows? I would love to have a new car by the end of the year, but I don't know. If you have a car that you love for your family, please let me know, because I'm just not super familiar with cars. I definitely don't want to spend like, I'm just never been a car person, so I really don't care what the vehicle is. Like, I know people love like luxury cars. That's just not my thing. I'd rather make like a smart purchase decision, and I would be so upset if I got a luxury car and then parked it in Target and someone bangs the door, you know, which is gonna happen. Like, the roads, people that don't know how to drive, like, it's just an accident waiting to happen, unfortunately. So I don't know. I don't want anything too crazy, but obviously I do also have like luxury features that I want. Like, I would love to have a heated steering wheel, which I feel like is kind of random, but I'm always cold and I love my butt warmers, so having a heated steering wheel would be a nice little asset. So yeah, that's what we're currently kind of shopping through. I also think I want to get back on track with the closet. I'm kind of finishing up my makeup routine too, by the way. I need to brush away this. But like I said, I've been on a big home kick, so I'm kind of thinking through again, picking back up my closet renovation. That would be maybe the next thing, or, oops, sorry, potentially laundry room or something like that. I don't know. we'll see. Let's figure out a lip. I change up my lip color quite often, so if you are in the market for any lip combos, I will just leave a couple of my favorites below. I'll also obviously link all the products that I used and the shades that I used in case you are shopping for any beauty stuff. I actually don't think I'm gonna really buy a ton in the Sephora sale this year. I do know that I want to buy more like body bronzer makeup because I'm almost out of that, and I love that, especially like if I forget to self-tan. Like right now my hand is not self-tanned. I would just like apply it real quick and it washes off. So I think I'm gonna get the one from Fenty. But other than that, obviously the brow pencil I'll plan to buy. I don't know if I really need anything else. I feel like I have so much in excess. I'm actually getting ready to donate a bunch of my PR either to a women's shelter, or I need to figure out a way of getting it to Augusta or a place that was affected in like Carolina by the hurricanes. Crazy. But yeah, I want to like donate all of that. And if you didn't know too, I've been posting on my Poshmark pretty much weekly, or actually my assistant has, Laura. She's been amazing at that. And we've been uploading every week. We just uploaded some holiday stuff. If you are wanting to snag any like holiday dresses, obviously there's so much. Like we can only get through so much, and I need to kind of clear it out and make room in that room. But yeah, if you want to check out my Poshmark, I will link it down below, and I donate 100% of the proceeds from anything that I earn on there. And this past quarter I did donate to hurricane victims. The quarter before I donated I think $1,500 to pancreatic cancer. My father-in-law passed away actually. The year anniversary is coming up, so he had pancreatic cancer, and so I donated to that. So I think this next round, like by the end of the year, I want to donate to either like support a family for Christmas or some sort of like giving back holiday related. So that's where the money will go this, like I guess next month. So yeah, keep that in mind. All of it gets donated. I know I'll get some questions on this. I actually found this at the cosmetic company outlet, and I think the color's been discontinued, but it was the color Delectable. I actually do think I found it on Amazon. So if I can link it, I will. But it's just like a nude pink. I feel like I have little hairs everywhere. It's driving me crazy. Oh, I wanted to actually add a little bit more eyeshadow underneath my eye. That's kind of why I pulled it out to begin with. But I'm just going to do a little bit of that same color underneath. It's a little definition. Oh, I also forgot to mention this too, but for those of you looking for gift ideas, I decided that I'm going to be doing a daily gift idea on my Instagram, and there'll be some gift guides. I just can't do a gift guide every single day. But I thought I could just share like every day something that I personally love or have that I would recommend. It's just gonna be every day in November. So that will be a fun new little series if you are following me over there. So now that I am all ready, I will actually be filming a fashion video today. I got some holiday stuff. I might be doing like a November lookbook type of thing, just with some outfits like as far as Thanksgiving, different things that you may have coming up this month, which I think would be a really good like consistent video that I could do at the beginning of the month, almost taking my lookbook series that I used to do on my email and bringing it here on YouTube. So if you have any specific outfit ideas that you need requests for, let me know down below and I'll add those into this month's lookbook. But that's my like go-to makeup routine, kind of very light and natural. Hope you enjoyed today's video. It was really fun kind of catching up and chatting with y'all, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye.